For those of you that didn't know, 4-3 linear with no dead zone is the best controller settings for Apex Legends. The reason is because it gives you the most control over your aiming, as well as giving you the most out of the aim assist. The only downside is that it gives your controller a little stick drift, because the input is so raw that even a new controller, it'll make it seem like it has stick drift. Like right now I'm not even touching my stick and it looks like I have stick drift. There is a way to deal with this by going from no dead zone to small dead zone. See, now I have no stick drift, but it does take away some of the aim assist. Like, you can still one clip people, but it is a small percentage of the aim assist that it takes away. I recommend using these ALC settings. These ALC settings were the closest I can get it to 4-3 linear with no dead zone or a very small dead zone, depending on your preference. So you can fine tune your dead zone. When it's on small dead zone, it's at 10%. But with these ALC settings, you can fine tune it to where I can only be at 3% dead zone and my stick drift is gone. So I have more out of my aim assist and I still have no stick drift now. When it comes to dead zone, it's all about your preference. Although I do recommend having the least amount of dead zone as possible. That's why I recommend no dead zone, because that really does get the most out of the aim assist, which helps you land more shots and get easier kills. But then again, if it annoys you to have stick drift, like when I play, it really does get annoying sometimes when I have to deal with the stick drift. Then you can use the ALC settings to fine tune that dead zone to the right percentage, just to get it to the sweet spot where you don't have stick drift on your controller anymore. If you're just changing your settings to 4-3 linear, then it may take you a few games to get used to it. But trust me when I say there's a reason why every pro uses these controller settings. If you were to go into any Apex professional player stream or any popular Apex Legends streamers stream and ask them what are the controller settings or what are the sensitivities that they use, they will tell you that 4-3 linear is what they use. I recommend practicing in the firing range, shooting at the dummies and the targets to get used to the 4-3 linear. Then I would recommend you practicing in the multiplayer game modes like Control, Team Deathmatch, or the new one Lockdown, just so you can get used at shooting moving enemies with this new settings for you. Then you can go into the rank game modes and to the trios game modes and start dominating once you get used to it. I wouldn't recommend going straight into ranked or straight into trios after you're switching your settings to this, just because it takes a little while for your muscle memory to get used to it. Your fingers and your brain is already used to a different settings or different sensitivity. So if this is going to be a new sensitivity or new settings to you, I really do recommend practicing first. And then once you get the hang of it, you're going to see the difference in your damage and the difference in the kills you drop, and just how much better you're going to be able to play all around. Also, don't forget to change your field of view, also known as your FOV. Make sure it's around 90 to 110. The sweet spot is usually around 100, but I know there are some people that like to play on 110, and there are also some people that like to play at 90. I recommend you also turning off the vibration for your controller. That's under the controller settings as well. I know it's gonna feel weird when you shoot to not feel the vibration of your controller, but I really do recommend turning it off, because the vibration while you're shooting can mess with your aim a little. Even if it is just a little, it does affect your aim. So I recommend turning that off, just so you can get the best out of your controller and your aim. Alright, that's going to be it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this settings video. If it helped you or if you enjoyed it, I ask that you please leave a like or subscribe. This is something new to me, starting to make these tip videos, but I'm doing it to help the newer player base or even the less skilled player base, because I know every one of us has had that moment where we're playing with randoms and we feel like that random is just dragging us down, or it feels like that random doesn't know how to play the game right. So I'm hoping that these tip videos help players learn at least something, even if it's just one thing to help them play better. As long as we're all improving, that's what it's really all about. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope this really helped you guys up your guys' game to the next level. Until next time guys, have a great day. Oh yeah, and if I forgot anything, if you have any better tips, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. I know sometimes you guys think like, oh, he should have mentioned this, or he forgot to say this. Well, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Or even if you disagree with something I said, go ahead and let me know your point of view and tell me how we can all play better. Alright you guys, have a good one. See you next time.